to hide. It's alright, being where I'm from, it's a part of me still. Being where I'm from, you just gotta be real. Being where I'm from, they let the smoke come is wicked. It's so fly, being where I'm from, they let the smoke come is wicked. It's so live, being where I'm from, we don't got nothing to hide. It's alright, being where I'm from, it's a part of me still. Being where I'm from, you just gotta be real. Being where I'm from.
St. Patrick's Day on its way, coming up, a couple of weeks away. Get your corned beef sandwiches, corned beef from Rockaway's Current Superior Meats, located on 116th Street, Rockaway Beach, Rockaway Park. Never too late. I mean, don't have to get just your corned beef, everything else there at Currents, sponsor of Buck the System. Sorry, no parade.
Come on out to the Bungalow Bar, located at 377 Beach 92nd Street in Rockaway Beach, New York. Located right on the corner of Beach 92nd Street and Beach Channel Drive. Come and enjoy our choice of dine-in service with beautiful views of Jamaica Bay and a breathtaking sunset view. Or enjoy our takeout service and no-contact delivery as well. Either way you decide to dine, you will be satisfied with our famous American-style cuisine, great drinks, and great service. Brought to you by IGC Hospitality, the staff at Bungalow Bar hope to see you real soon. Now, enjoy your scheduled program, Buck the System with Buck and Fox.
When the cameras aren't rolling and the spotlight is off, what are your favorite celebs really like? This is Buck the System, the podcast that peeks behind the curtain, under the covers, and brings you along as host Buck Gritano exposes real reality. We started with the captains of the smash hit TV show Wicked Tuna. How cool is that? And every time we buck the system, we have an awesome time doing it. So now, let's have some fun. You ready? Buckle up and let's go.
Hey everybody, Buck Gritano, Buck the System, back Thursday night. Show number 57 is in the books. Like to welcome. We got to smile today because I can't look at the cameras and not see people smile, man. All right, first of all, smile. You're on candid camera. Welcome to Buck the System. I can't even see myself. I see myself now. Okay, you smile too. Okay, here we are. Buck the System, show number 57 in the books. Not in the books, about to start, I guess, right? Welcome.
Underway.
Let's see if you can get it. You're speaking on here. Underway. Special guest in studio. I've seen a lot of this guy's stuff on Instagram. I've seen his new clothing line he put out. I've seen from the beginning. And thank you so much. We got Stephen Furlong in here. For honestly, Steve, thanks for coming into the studio. And you got this clothing line out, Always Confused. That definitely fits the show. I mean, it fits me personally. Always confused about what time a show will start. So we actually, as long as we get the show going, I guess, man, right? We get a good show going on the way. Buck the System. Later in the show, we're going to have a 2-segment part here. We're going to have Stevens joining us. He's going to check out his clothing line, tell us a couple stories about zombies, because he's a big-time zombie guy. Gave me the mask. I guess I cover my face to COVID. But the COVID thing, I don't know if it's like something that's doesn't feel as real as much. You know what I mean? I feel like we're coming back to life in New York City. Got to get the kids playing sports. That's one thing I want. Kids playing sports. But thank you, everybody out there that watches or tunes in to Buck the System. Chrissy, I appreciate that. You always checking us out. I really do. She's the best. Chrissy is number one on the Buck the System podcast or live stream, whatever you want to call it. Reached out to Wicked Tune. We're going to get into the clothing line in a second, Steve, right? Yeah. We reached out to Dave Carrero. Answer my text, Dave. All right, so gave a text, Wicked Tuna, fishingvesseltuna.com. Yeah, I text you, bro. You got to text me back.
You got to get the happy guy back on, man.
You got to text me back on, yeah.
Paul's
going to be coming on the show. I text TJ, texting all these guys. Bob, Cookie, do me a favor. Let these guys know that want to get them on the show again, man. Want to get them on the show. I just want to see one thing real quick, all right, guys? Before we start talking,
we did have a Wicked Tuna prediction by one of our previous guests that used dowsing rods. That was pretty cool.
Dowsing rods. Explain what dowsing rods are to people out there. You can say dowsing rods because he's Ghost Adventure.
Man.
He's Ghost Adventure guy. So please tell him. I mean, explain what dowsing rods are.
Patty, when we had Patty on the show, she uses them. They work more off energy. She believes that they're truthful to the point. If they cross, If they cross, that means that it agrees with what you're saying, and if they don't cross, it doesn't. It means it's not true or whatever it is. So I think she was asking questions to the dowsing rods that night.
I remember.
If anybody's not familiar with Patty Negri, she is she's the good witch, pretty much. She's the Hollywood good witch. She's on Ghost Adventures, but she is ranked number 1 in the country. And,
they actually rank mediums.
They have a ranking, a real ranking medium system.
I know quarterbacks and stuff like that, but they rank mediums.
She's the top draft pick.
Wow.
She's no one.
And
drafted out of Salem State.
I think we had what do we have?
4'7" with the broomstick.
Yeah.
Patty Negri. She's a beautiful person.
She'll be coming back on the show soon. Patty's great. She's always a fun
she's a nice person. She's a nice person. So they predicted.
But she did predict that.
What was the question? What was the question?
Paul was one of our guests. That was one of our viewers that night, and Paul asked, "Hey, how's Wicked Pissa gonna do? Are we gonna win?"
Yeah.
So she asked the question to it, and then it crossed, and that was it. And then
but it had nothing to do with the door opening up and the big breeze came through and like maybe crossed and maybe like Fat Tuna could win or something like that.
No.
So if I asked her again, who would win?
She was on a show late night with Lily Singh or something not too long ago. It was actually a really cool episode. So if you want to check her out, check that out.
Nah, she's very good.
Yeah,
very
she's
good.
Great. And she's such a nice woman.
There we go. We got Dawn checking in. Hello. Dawn's a wonderful person, man. These people checking in.
We have great viewers.
No, it's the consistency of the people. I'm trying to be consistent on a day. I cannot be consistent on the time we start. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just, I think we are in a haunted house, man, to be honest with you. So, I don't know.
Once we get a producer, I think we'll be...
We have a producer.
Yeah.
He's looking at him.
Yeah.
How you doing?
This guy.
Producer number 1.
Right.
But anyway, let's get into the
big bucks.
Yeah, I get no bucks. No bucks with the bucks.
Daddy no bucks.
Daddy no bucks. Yeah, I'm like I said, I got into what was it called? I watch a lot of series late in life, and I check out Game of Thrones, and we're gonna have a guest on who drew a picture of portrait artist later, Chloe. I don't even have a last name. Not even Facebook friends.
Alexia.
She don't want you to know it.
All right, so she said she's a portrait artist, and I was like, portrait artist, very nice, very nice. Coming on late in the show, she did a Game of Thrones. I just checked out Walking Dead for the first time. Who watches it 10 years later? I checked out the first episode of Walking Dead. So as the shows go on, I'll feed you that. Look like my MCU predictions and stuff like that. WandaVision, and you guys don't want to listen to that stuff. But we have in studio, his name's Stephen Furlong, and I did horse racing, so I know what a furlong is. And I had to test him out before the show. I said, Steve, how long is 1 mile is how 1 mile? How many furlongs? And he got it right. He said ocho. And that's how we speak around the racetrack. We speak Spanish because a lot of Spanish speaking behind in the back. But anyway, clothing lines. And I've seen you a lot. One of the sponsors you worked at, cutting the meats at Curran's, getting ready for the corned beef.
Yes, sir.
The corned beef cabbage and the corned beef and all that stuff. I was going to load us down a little bit. You got a little clothing line together.
Yeah.
Tell us why. I mean, artist, I see the pictures on it. Tell us a little about your clothing line. Why'd you start it? What any plans forward? You don't do with it?
Yeah, so like you said, I was a butcher at Curran's, and just when I was younger, I was an artist and enjoyed drawing, but didn't take it too serious. And then I went like about 20 years without drawing at all, really, and was working at Curran's and just started doing it again for fun, and decided to take it a little more serious. And one thing led to another. The Wave came in, wanted to do an article on me because they saw some of my art, And,
So you got in the wave, man.
yeah,
Look at this,
man.
big time,
It's
big time in the wave.
Pretty cool.
I have been in the wave. We're actually in the Rockaway Times, so we support the Rockaway Times. We're
nice.
Times guys. We're not really
Nice.
the wave. I mean, the wave wants to put us
Both
in.
good papers.
Nah,
Both
they're,
good
yeah.
papers.
I mean, when there's only two, they gotta be good, right?
So yeah, that happened for the Wave Makers section, and I mentioned in the article that I was gonna start a clothing line using my artwork, kind of to put the pressure on myself to actually go through with it. So it's called Always Confused because I'm always confused. I'm shot.
Nah, you can't let them know you're confused. It's just a name of a. You're not confused yourself, right?
No,
Does it
I'm
reflect you being
confused.
confused? It does, right?
Yeah.
I heard.
It's my lifestyle.
This whole
so.
world is confused.
I heard. Perfect timing to put out a clothing line. Confused.
Getting rid of Dr. Seuss. What is this?
It does.
Exactly.
It does look like
Talking about
Dr. Seuss.
confused.
You do got a little Dr. Seuss feel to you, a little bit on the thing. I see the aliens. You got an alien over there.
Yeah,
That's,
I got an alien on the sweater, on the face mask.
I like aliens, man.
Some alien stickers.
Why
you might see
aliens?
around town.
Why aliens?
I just think, it is like a confusing world right now. There's a lot of things going on. You got the military releasing videos of UFOs and stuff, and basically saying that they have like spaceships at the Pentagon. So, it's just interesting stuff and crazy stuff, and I just like to make have fun with
You
it.
just got put on. You're on Facebook right now, and you just got put on like the death stare.
Yeah.
Anytime you mention anything with aliens, UFOs, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
get the evil eye.
know,
Society sets you up to be evil eye.
Yep.
And that's just how it is.
Nobody wants to believe the possibility that it could be.
But now you got the military and the New York Times like putting out stories saying, "Hey, this is real." Like, it's,
I got into a lot of that stuff, over the past like 2 or 3 years, and I have a good friend that works for MUFON, which is
yeah,
they're like the UFO,
Hang on.
and we're gonna try to get him on the show.
That would be very
that would be a
cool.
great episode.
I do watch Hangar One.
He's a great guy.
I would love to be here for that. That would be so cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And he knows things.
Oh, yeah.
So there's stuff out there, man. I believe.
yeah,
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm gonna get the other downer on effect, man. There's stuff out there, but we don't get anything that proves that there is stuff out there. I mean, you get a couple, I don't know, you get a couple of videos of behind a fighter or something like that that's bouncing around. That could be light. That could be light reflection. It could be.
Well, you got fighter pilots now saying they chased, UFOs. Like,
But
things-
no.
saw it with their own eyes.
Yeah, but you saw what a UFO. What does a UFO mean? Now I believe in this stuff. So I'm gonna be the idiot that tells you what is UFO. What
They
is UFO?
say it's not even called UFO now. I think it's like something because it's like an aerial
assault, right? Aerial assault type figure.
But basically, they just said it was doing things that no human ships can do. So
That we know of. That we know of. Yeah.
So, like dropping from like 10,000 feet to like a couple inches above the ocean in like 1 second.
And you throw on channel 57 on a Tuesday and watch Paranormal Caught on Camera and stuff, and they show all those videos.
Yeah.
Could it be?
Some
Could it
pretty
be our
believable
own?
stuff.
Could it be our own?
Definitely. It could be. I think there's a good chance that it could be like human made, that it's just, we don't know about it. But whatever it is, it's crazy.
It's interesting,
stuff.
right?
It's
You like it. You like it.
interesting,
It got us all caught up, all tuned into it.
yeah.
I think that it comes to the point where some stuff is just like just too crazy. And we talked about it before. We talked about the ghost hunting and the ghost adventures, and we talked about UFOs, or we talk about Atlantis. We talk about the stuff where some of it is based on some real reality. There is a lot of truth in all them things, but then you have people out there that just need to make money off something that,
For sure.
like, I can study UFOs, right, and study the history of it. I can tell you that paperclip. I can tell you that the Germans had things in Antarctica. I can come up with stuff that, yeah, it sounds good, but it's like, is it the truth? So when you're stretching something where you borderline it unbelievable, it ruins the whole, what do you say, the whole community, whatever you want to call a topic.
Yeah.
Like you talk about ghosts, right? And he say, "Oh, it's real, it's real," and then you have people out there that just totally phonies.
Yeah, and
That
it
kill-
kind of downs the whole group of people that believe in that. But you know, I just like to not take things too serious, and like I enjoy all that like weird, crazy stuff. And it's not like all my artwork is alien related.
No, but I see the alien there.
Yeah, I
and
like to have fun with it.
But the thing is, with the alien stuff, and I'm talking about like having fun with it, you have to put it on confused, like always confused, like just to throw that up there. That just tells you stereotypical.
Yeah.
Your people,
Yeah.
like anybody out there that like could be sitting here listening to this show, making fun of it. Like these guys are talking about that topic,
For sure.
that topic, and they just bounce out because they don't believe or
Yeah.
they don't want to see or even be told. I mean, how can I explain it? They don't want to see anybody see that they like this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, they don't even want it to be.
You could talk about
known
I have friends that like Bigfoot. I have friends that are into cryptic stuff like that. They like to read it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going out and they're looking in the woods calling Bigfoot calls and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But
putting
people
out
who
apples, yeah.
but people who believe in that and they do that.
You'd
Yeah.
be surprised who actually sneaks out and does it and doesn't want to be viewed as
Yeah.
anybody.
I
being
never
crazy.
forget. I never
Yeah.
forget watching one of Joe Rogan's stand-ups, and he's talking about Bigfoot, and he talks about Bigfoot. He's like, "Yo, one thing you do not see Bigfooting, he's like black people."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of true." It's always like that hick straw guy or the weirdo. So you're represented wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and then just a true story. When I had, what was it? Ancient Aliens. They had Nick Redfern, right? He's on it. He's a writer. If you Google him, audio books, he comes up. Right? He's a cryptic guy. He's into ancient civilizations, and he was on a show, and they were telling them on this reality show to really stretch everything. Oh, I hear that thing over there. Oh,
Yes.
to fake it. And he's like, "Yo, dude, I'm out. I
Yeah.
gotta leave." Because stuff like that I'm talking about is the stuff that kills the whole thing, man.
Yep.
Who do we got out there? Let's see what we got out there. Hey, dudes, Tom Murphy. What's
Got a
up, Tom?
Good, got a
What's
good
up,
crew
Tom?
out here right now.
Tom's chilling like a villain.
You got Bruno Coppola, Chrissy as always.
Why does the corned beef, right? Here it is, the corned beef. I put it in. It's huge. It's huge. It's this big. This big, right? Well, you can't see it. This big.
There are aliens.
I
among
put it
us.
in the water, and it shrinks up to this big. I don't get that. Corned beef. How do I cut a corned beef?
Oh, that's
They're aliens among us, no
technique to
doubt.
it.
Aliens.
Yeah. So that's why I mean I have friends who
Maybe you are. You are. Maybe I'm an alien.
maybe man.
Or an
But
experiment.
even when the New York Times was like putting out articles, I had friends who would be like, they would almost ignore it because they don't want to, like you said, even acknowledge it, and then be thought of as like believing in aliens.
I'll tell you what, man. The people that believe about all of that shit are sitting in like Oregon, like Wisconsin, like they're sitting in those areas.
Why?
Because
Why do you
it's
think? Why?
desolate areas.
And you can actually see the stars.
Yeah.
It's desolate areas. They there's not as many people there to view. They're in and out. Whatever they got to come, whatever resources they might need, they come in. They got Skinwalker Canyon, which is in
That place is crazy.
Where is that? That's in Colorado.
Nevada.
Nevada. Is it Nevada? Or
Yeah, I think-
Colorado. It's in one of the two.
Yeah, either Colorado or
And it's Skinwalker. You can't go on there.
yeah.
You're not
the
allowed.
government
If
owns
you
it.
if you go on there, they'll shoot you.
So much crazy stuff happened there that the government bought it because they were like, we want to test this.
Was it a ranch? Skinwalker was a ranch, right?
Yeah, it was. It's
Yeah.
tremendous. I think
Oh,
they said it was
okay,
like.
yeah, okay.
They said it was like 400 acres. It's something
It
crazy.
used to be owned by regular people.
And then the government
And
took
then
it
the
over.
Government took it
government
over
bought
because
it.
there was like high amounts of like activity going on,
Yeah.
like paranormal stuff,
My
all
kind of
types.
place, man.
and like they did. That's the episode that I was showing you with the
Yeah.
peyote with the guys doing peyote on Ghost Adventures,
of
which was one of the
peyote, and I think
funniest
of
things.
I'd be too scared. To
What
do
what
peyote
is that?
there.
What is peyote? What
It's
is
a,
what is
it's a
it?
cactus.
Yeah, it's a cactus.
A
So
hallucinogen. You
yeah,
trip.
nice.
Yeah, like mushrooms. Kind
Got to
of.
get some of those.
That's what it is. I don't even know what I wouldn't even know what it is, man. I
Yeah.
just remember my mom putting the cactus on.
Who's out there in the West in our crew here?
Captain
We have to talk.
Kirk. We're talking live in studio, Captain Kirk. How many years ago? I thought, growing up as a kid, I always do it like watching like the Jetsons and stuff like that. What year was the Jetsons? It had to be like 2000. What was it?
90s. I was in 90s.
No. When was it supposed to be based?
Oh,
The Jetsons. I'm thinking like
Oh.
2020 maybe.
2000s, definitely,
Probably.
yeah.
2000. Damn.
Could have been post coronavirus.
Do you remember him? Remember when George he takes the car and he hits the button and it folds up? Like I really thought we would be flying around, man.
Listen,
But
I could deal without all of those other like the flying cars, whatever. Give me a Rosie.
What
that's
did he?
gonna make
Yeah,
my
Rosie.
dinner for me and do all that stuff and the cooking and cleaning.
Forgot about
I'll be
Rosie.
all right, man.
Forgot
It was
about
the
Rosie.
70s. It was the 70s.
And remember
2000.
he had
Okay.
the machine, the big machine. He jumped on a conveyor belt, went in.
What did they?
Showered him and
What did
dressed
what did
Yeah.
George sell? What did George sell?
Cogs. He didn't even.
Cogswell Cogs.
Cogswell Cogs.
No, he stole. No, he stole. No,
he worked
no.
for a different.
No. He sold Spacey Sprockets.
Mr.
Spacely
Spacely was the
That's
boss,
what he
right?
did. Coswell
Right.
Cogs
Coswell
was the
competitor.
He was the competitor. He was trying to hire
He was
George.
dirty. He was real dirty.
That's it, man. It's just survival of the fittest,
Yeah.
man. He was trying to take him out, and it's like that's big meteor time. That's like now it's like Walmart or Amazon. They're just taking over. And
Who do you think was worth more money?
I loved when it definitely Spacely, man.
Mr.
Spacely had money,
Spacely.
man.
He was
I
crushing life.
just remember when Rosie had an upside down some kind of cake, and she hits Spacely whatever on the head, and he was like, "How do you afford a robot? How do you afford a robot?" And he took it, and then I remember eating it, and had like a little pineapple in it, whatever the hell it was.
We're gonna have to do a show on like old school cartoons, like 80s
I
cartoons.
love cartoons,
Like
man.
remember the Cadillac Cats?
Nah.
That was they were the junkyard. Remember the junkyard cats that were on Heathcliff? They had the Heathcliff show.
Oh,
and
you're
then they had
talking
the junk-
about
cats
the
in
one that had the headphones on,
Yes.
listen to music.
Yes, on roller skates.
What was his name?
They were the Cadillac Cats. That was the name of the.
I remember it
That's
as it
before
was
my
on it was two ones. It was
It was Heathcliff. and then that.
Garfield.
Yep.
Garfield.
Was
was
no,
it.
not
No, it
Garfield.
was
Come on,
Heathcliff.
dude.
It was- I thought it was-
Heathcliff.
yeah, it was-
But
it
there
was
was two
Heathcliff.
episodes of that. Like he was only on a certain episode.
15 minutes, and then but sometimes they would cross over, and they would be in the same cartoon together.
No, it was
funny.
too. It was too. Maybe you're right. Yes, maybe you're
definitely.
right.
I used to love that show.
So I was more manly. I was more into Transformers and shit. While you
I
watching
loved
the
all that
cats.
shit too, man. I used to come home and laugh at that. Heathcliff was funny.
See,
man.
I was so poor.
I like Garfield.
We didn't have Transformers. We had GoBots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like the
robots.
artificial,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the fake robot Transformer.
Voltron. I remember my mother got me the
That
black.
shit was-
My mother got me the Black Cat, the original one, right?
Yeah,
Die cast
that's
metal,
nice.
like the real
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
original ones. But then she only got me the black one. Like I wanted the other four too. Right?
Couldn't
You
even
want- you
form
want
an
the
arm.
set, man.
He had one arm and shit. One
Shit.
tiger arm.
If I don't get my kids
Hold
a
on,
set,
was Voltron? What was
Oh,
was the black tiger? Was the black?
that was
what-
the leader.
Was it the head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the head? Oh,
Yeah.
so he had the head. Pretty much it. No arms and no legs.
No arms,
Couldn't
no
even
legs.
form Voltron.
Yeah.
Shit, that
People
sucks.
telling me quit while you're ahead, right?
Form Voltron. Spacely Sprockets. I remember that, man. That was
Ninja
good shit.
Turtles was the shit.
See, that's
That
it's
was
showing
great,
your age. A little like I remember the Ninja Turtle movies and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and I was like, this is like, well, fucking Vanilla Ice and dancing around, Go
Yeah,
Ninja, Go.
Vanilla
That
Ice.
guy.
That was
man,
a good movie song.
Was it? I couldn't even watch that now. Imagine that, man.
The
That's
90s had the best toys.
trying to think,
cartoons.
like 1980s cartoons. I liked trying to think. Gadget, Go Gadget. What was
Yeah,
his name?
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector
yeah.
Gadget.
I've drawn him before.
Yeah.
Inspector
Every always f up everything. Go Gadget.
It was
Helicopter and like the skis came out.
Yeah, it was
There were,
fun.
there were always a couple of shows that I used to love, but they were rarely on TV. Like
David
they
and
were
Goliath
like
was
Offspring
one.
shows. That I used to see every weekend. They used to come on every Sunday.
Sunday morning, yeah.
But then like there was like
Davey.
Captain Caveman was the funniest thing
That's
ever, man.
right,
And he
right.
used to never really. He never got his own show. Really.
Captain. How do you do it?
You know? Yeah.
And Son. He had a son come out.
And Son.
Yeah,
That's right.
I remember
You
that
know?
shit.
There was like cartoons like that didn't really. I don't know. I guess they never really got their
Because
own
the
shows
reason
and
why we
did
started
half an
talking
hour.
about cartoons is funny because we were talking about Tom and Jerry before we started
right.
off. They're having a
That's
Tom and Jerry movie, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
I saw that.
I see they did it with the Smurfs, right? And they had like the Smurfs with a live action. It just doesn't. Tom and Jerry just doesn't seem
And Tom
right,
and Jerry
right?
is violent.
I need them.
so-
I need them to beating the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's no Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they used to team up if the dog was there, whatever the dog's name.
They're
was.
going to make it too family
Spike.
friendly.
Spike.
Spike,
Yeah,
Khaki
Spike.
Fit Spike. Spike was the freaking man. He had a puppy too.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
That's
he had
right.
a puppy
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
I don't know,
That's right.
Spike Jr. or some shit like that.
Best episode, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, go ahead. If you had to think of an episode, your first episode of your head.
Crambone.
Reading, writing.
Crambo.
Yeah, that was his cousin, right? That played the guitar. Oh, yeah.
Whoops, I broke my guitar string.
He's like, bing. And he takes it, and then he's on the stage. Remember he was on TV. The end of the. God, that's funny. I remember this. The end. He's on TV. Reading, bam, bone, and went boop. And he's like, ah, and then he put his hand through the TV and snapped.
He snapped it off the TV.
He got another one.
That shit was great.
Another song. You talking about songs? Let's talk about songs. The Jetsons. And I remember, what was the girl's name? His voice, Jane, his wife. What's the girl's name? Okay, Judy, right?
Wow, you guys got good memories.
Jane, it's kind of crazy because this is like my time I didn't have to worry about nothing in the world. Like going back to, I didn't care if the cable bill got, my mom paid the cable bill. I didn't care if the rent got paid. I didn't care about car insurance. All I cared about was cartoons. Well, anyway, we were going to watch cartoons on Saturdays and a couple hours after doing whatever. But the one was Elroy and his friend. I can't remember Elroy's friends. They were playing in the sandbox. And they had to come up with a fake language, right? Then Jet Dreamer or Jet Streamer or Jet something came in. He was a rock star. Jet Streamer. And then Judy was like, like almost like the Elvis or the Beatles. And there was a song. And George had a mail, right? It was a lyrics type contest, and they had to mail in
E-bop
or Baba.
Oh yeah.
And that means I love you.
That's right.
It's like, come fly with me.
I forgot about that.
That was Elroy's hidden language.
That's right.
That he mailed out the wrong one. They're like, and they wound up winning, and they wound up meeting them. Jan, Streamer. Wow, cartoons were great, man. The Flintstones were good.
Flintstones, yeah.
Growing up, non-cartoons.
Remember Kazoo?
Yeah, Kazoo.
Oh yeah.
It's
Kazoo was
funny.
the man.
It's funny. Yeah. Alien, you should he was like always confused.
Yeah. Oh, I should draw Kazoo.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Make sure, just check the copyrights.
Yeah.
Change them up a little bit.
I know. Yeah.
Daughter Judy. Look at that. Yo, you are on it. Fido. Who's Fido?
Fido was that was Heathcliff. Wasn't that Heathcliff?
Oh, Fido. I don't. I'll pretend like I know that one. Yeah. 70s.
Oh no, Garfield. Fido was in Garfield, wasn't he? Oh no, that was Opie.
There was another one. I'm trying to think of the name. Who's the fat one? The big fat one. Damn, I'm trying not to Google because everything now you just go, who Heathcliff? I'm coming.
Alexa.
Your AI assistant will just kick in. What's going on?
All right.
What am I doing?
We should probably get our UK friend on.
All right, just sit here. You sit here and hang out anyway. So show me. Okay, here we go. You have your clothing line before we kick him off. He's sitting here trying to plug his clothing line. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to England because it's 4:30 in the morning."
It's all good.
But clothing line. How do we reach you? How do you get the clothing line?
Yes.
What's the price?
You see how he blamed me for that one?
I got.
He forgets that he brought up Marvel Comics and all that shit like 20 minutes ago.
I love it.
Jetsons.
I know. I started talking too much. Are you trying to figure out the pictures?
It's so the name of the company is Always Confused Clothing.
So stand up. Let me
Apparel.
see if you can get a look on that
So,
shirt. So stand up and show the shirt, like what it looks like. Oh wow. Okay, so you got a nice shirt there, long fingers. You got sweatshirts, hoodies.
Yeah, hoodies.
I see you got a hat.
Crew necks.
Now you owe me a hat, so I
yeah, hats.
yeah, I need a hat. That's what I wanted.
Face mask.
Face mask for my stink. That's one thing good about the face mask. You can hide people's stinky ass breath.
Shirts.
They're all
but
in the
I
face
got stuff
with the
for
dragon.
men, women, kids, different styles. You know.
So the kids, what would be something on the kids?
Like I have one here.
Show me some kid stuff. Yeah, show me what you got real quick, and then we'll kick you out of here. You last Furlong, and down the stretch with Stephen Furlong. Here we go.
There's like
Oh, that's cool.
Space Force.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Shirt.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
I do like that.
And then I got like another one that just says like "Stay Confused." That's on a kid's long.
Look at this
sleeve
one. She's the
shirt.
best. Look at this. Yeah, let me post it up there for you guys. Check it out if you want to
There
check
you
it
go.
out.
Sweet. Thank you, Chrissy.
Chrissy got to throw it. Do me a favor,
Nice.
Chrissy. Throw up a profile picture, please.
Chrissy, we're gonna hire you.
Yeah, throw a profile picture up.
The website actually is not running yet, though. I'm
Oh,
still
great,
building
great.
it. So, but I'm about to start an Etsy page. So right now, just follow me on Instagram at Confusing Art, and all of my artwork and clothing are on there, and you could just DM me. And on Facebook, also at Confusing Art.
There he is, man. There he is. We actually live in the same building, I think. So,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right. It's nice to say hello every once in a while. And shit, wave, but don't look the other way, right? All right. So let's see if we can get. Let's see what we got over here real quick.
We've never done this before.
Where
we brought someone on after interviewing somebody.
All right. She just hits the link and then we'll be on.
So there you go.
Let's see what we got here. Fox is gonna take over. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk away from Fox and let him take over the show.
Why, you gonna take care of the
No, I'm just gonna.
situations upstairs?
What's that? What's upstairs? You have some food?
Kids and shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with the kids.
Hang out with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them
Play
what's
some
up.
PS5?
No, I was just gonna go outside and just let you talk. Here we are, live in effect. Buck the system. We're gonna try to. If you hit that link and you go into Crown, was it Chrome?
Chrome, yeah.
Remember Crown Chicken? Here we are. Let's see if it
Heyo.
works. Let's see if it works. See, only thing I don't like is like you meet somebody for the first time this way. Oh wow, here we go. Okay, let's see if we can get you on here. One second.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, okay, you're not.
You're not
Stephen.
Stephen.
Hello.
What's
This
up?
is all on the road. Here we go. Let's do this real quick.
Wow, amazing.
And what
How
time is it
everyone?
over there? What time is it over there?
It is 18 minutes past 2 in the morning.
Jesus. See,
You blame Fox.
you know
blame
what?
Fox.
That's a story for you. That's dedication.
It's
right
all
there.
good.
That's
It's all good.
dedication.
I'm
That's
up
it.
early in the morning anyway, till
So
like 4.
I love your accent. You're not from New York City, obviously, right?
No.
Definitely not from Chinatown.
definitely UK.
I covered horse racing for many years, right? And I know how big horse racing is over in England. So I had a lot of guests from England come on my show. A lot of times they would go, "Excuse me, say that again. Excuse me." So it's hard if you need to say I don't understand you with your New York accent. Just say it, please.
Or slow down. Tell if you
Take a
gotta tell
breath.
us to slow down.
There's not really a lot of horse shows in the UK. Oh.
Nah, I love the ponies. I'm sorry, I got to talk about the ponies. First of all, I seen your artwork, beautiful artwork, portrait artist.
Thank you.
I only got Chloe. That's what I got. So you almost like Prince, or you almost like Cher. It's just Chloe. That's what I got.
Just Chloe Alexia, no last name.
Oh, okay. I like that. I definitely like the sound of that.
I got rid of it.
Oh, your pictures, amazing. I want to show some pictures up here real quick as we go along the show. Hold on one second.
You're very talented.
Oh, extremely
Oh,
talented.
thank you.
Now, for people out there, you draw. Now, I'm going to put pictures up there for people to even understand what I'm talking about. But you started drawing at an early age. Well, how old were you when you started drawing?
Probably about 4. See, my dad's an artist as well. He's more of a painter than a drawer. And I just carried on drawing. I'd draw for like 16 hours a day, every day.
Wow.
Looking at right now, you see some body art. Let me take some of this stuff down because I hate to. This is all as we go here, so it takes me. Give me a second, so people get a nice view at what it looks like. 1 second. This one. Let's take these down.
Do you mind if
I love
I ask
my
a
body art.
question?
You can, yeah,
Go
you can
for
talk.
it.
Yeah, you can talk.
Go
Chloe,
for it.
yeah, I'm an artist too, and I'm a pencil artist. Like, do you try painting ever? Or, because I was thinking of trying it soon, but I just wanted to get your opinion on the difference.
I do like painting. I'm not as good as painting as I am drawing.
Okay.
There's more. I think with painting, there's more layers to it.
Yeah.
A lot more layers to it.
Yeah.
Whereas with a pencil, you've just got black and white.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw some pictures up as we go
The
here.
detail in
Oh,
some
it's
of these
amazing.
pictures is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I was telling these guys the hair is so much more difficult than people
I
realize.
did that drawing in a cafe.
Just
Really?
chilling out in a cafe. You
Just-
wind up
yeah.
hanging out, right? You're just drawing. How'd you get an idea of? Now that's
Was
what
that
a
dog
Rottweiler?
was that dog sitting in the cafe and that's what made you draw it, or
No,
was that somebody asked you
my-
to draw it?
Basically, there's a little local cafe that I go to, and I just take my laptop there. But it's in the middle of a mall, kind of. It's called the Brunswick Centre. So there's a cafe in the middle with shops everywhere around. So I decided I'll sit in this little cafe for like 8 hours a day, just drawing. And
Wow.
yeah, but it's closed now because of COVID.
I feel so. I
That's
feel so
sick.
jealous, man. I can't even draw a stick figure. Like I can't draw nothing. Like this is something. Are you born with a talent like this, or it comes with practice?
It comes with practice. It definitely comes with practice. Yeah. But I can't even draw a stick man, so you're probably better than that.
Oh, that's good. I'm one up on you, man.
Now,
Definitely,
did you
definitely.
did you end up going to any kind of art schools or anything like that, or did you go to anywhere specifically for art as you got older?
This is gonna sound so snobby, but I went to art and design college in Lincoln, and I quit because it was too easy.
Really?
Yeah, it was so difficult to get into. Um, but once I got in there, they were doing painting by numbers, and
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, like I'm on another level. Like, no offense, like this is a waste of my time. So I quit after like 7 weeks.
Yeah.
It just wasn't worth it, and
Let
I
me
just
tell you
carried
something.
on.
I
The
hated
name
art
alone,
class.
the name alone. Now I'm putting this together, full picture now. The name alone, Chloe, right? I said, okay, talented. Walked into the art room. I'm the opposite. I walked into a university or community college, I should say, and it was philosophy. I walked in, first 3 sentences out of the professor's mouth. I got up and left. He's like, "Where you going, sir?" I said, "If I don't understand 3 sentences of the first minute of class, I'm going to have a problem in this class." So you took it on easily. I walk out the classroom because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So boom. So now you go to school like that. How do you get jobs? How do you become a professional portrait artist or drawer on? How does that become a career?
A lot of work, a hell of a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Hustle.
Um, I work three jobs at the moment. I have a little part-time job doing retail, but I used to do that full time. Now I do that part-time, 2 days a week, just something a little extra. And then also I teach art for people with mental health,
That's
using it
awesome.
as therapy for people. So I'm working 15, 20 hours a day.
That's really
But you've
great.
got to put the work in. You've
Mental art. Now get into that. Now you teach mental art, you teach art to mental patients and stuff like that. How does art work? Now I can't draw, so I wouldn't go to anybody to draw. Like, how would I go to you? I have mental problems or mental health problems, like a lot of us do here with the COVID and stuff like that. How do I go to you and approach a class or a place like that to release or help with art, drawing or something?
See, you don't necessarily have to be good at drawing. See, for me, art was my therapy, and
Hmm.
that's the way that I coped with my mental health 'cause I didn't have anybody. So that was me. Um, but with these classes, everybody's got a past, everybody struggles, and it's just releasing your emotion onto paper. It doesn't have to be neat. It doesn't have to, it's just raw emotion that you can put on paper. And it really, really helps. Really does.
It absolutely is like meditation for me. Like it helps immensely. I feel just like a load off my shoulders after I, do a session
You can
drawing.
go to like another dimension with it.
Yeah,
I mean, I,
it's
I, I go out of
power.
my head and
Dimension.
I go to these crazy places and I'm just
I love
Yeah,
it.
drawing and drawing.
it's
Next
powerful.
You
thing I
ever,
know.
Another.
you ever see any aliens in those other dimensions? The aliens we were talking about
No,
before? No, huh?
not really aliens. Mainly dragons.
Dragons are
Dragons, I
dope
like.
too.
Yeah, but dragons, you look at ancient civilizations, dragons were looked upon as, dinosaurs. No, like, say in China, where they dug up dinosaurs 1,500 years ago, they looked at them like they were dragons because they couldn't understand. That's where a lot of the dragons come from, in, like,
And
Asian. Yeah,
Japanese art has a ton of dragon stuff.
because they're digging up these bones
Absolutely.
and they're seeing, well, these are dragons. I'm not ancient aliens, so I'm not gonna get into that where they think they're flying ships and stuff like that. Or whatever. This is a picture I like because
That's
I
incredible.
Game of
honestly
Thrones.
Yeah.
I've just got onto Game of Thrones. About a year ago, I watched for the first time. So I was like 3 or 4 years, or 5, 6 years, whatever, behind. I watch everything late, but I see this, and this is awesome.
It's incredible.
I'm
Now,
absolutely obsessed with Game of Thrones.
what is her name?
Khaleesi.
Cool, there you go.
Ah,
I didn't
yes.
know that.
Daenerys
Yeah.
Targaryen.
Targaryen. I got
Yeah.
Targaryen.
He got the
I forgot.
Targaryen part, and I'm like, they like to mess
Queen.
around with their brothers and stuff like that, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Well, she was kind of forced to, but
No, I'm only joking. It was great stuff. Now,
Amazing series, and I'm obsessed with the series.
yeah.
I love your accent. I'm like, all over that accent, man. That's like really cool.
So with the body
thank
art, how did you get into that, and when did you start doing that? Because that's really
The body
cool.
art?
Yeah, what I'm looking at right now, that's you like painted that on somebody, or is that a drawing?
That's me.
That's you. Yeah.
I
So
painted it on myself, so it's backwards on myself.
that's
Um,
insane.
Hold on. You painted that on yourself?
That's
amazing.
insane.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So
amazing.
cool.
Can you imagine
Yeah,
what you could
it's
do to
just
other
another
people?
form of therapy for me, really.
So what do you do?
I can
You-
see that.
So
Yeah.
I can see the pictures, beautiful picture. Now you paint it on yourself. What do you do the rest of the day? Like when you're done with that, do you go outside with that on, or
I do
walk-
actually. I go to the shops.
Yeah. It would be a shame to like take it off right away after doing all that.
What, for tea time or something, with like a biscuit with tea or something? You know?
Yeah, honestly, I've been to Aldi in my pajamas with body art on my face, and everyone's like, "She's crazy."
No, you're awesome. That's awesome.
That is
But I
it.
like it. That's me. Halloween's
Yeah.
my favorite time of the year.
Oh, you're
I
like my
do body
mother.
art every-
My mother loved Halloween, and she was into like Salem, and she was like, we went on vacations to Salem. Who takes their kids to Salem? Like, come on, ma. She loved it. She definitely.
No,
loved
I love it. I think last Halloween I did actually did some SFX makeup. So I made it look like my body was like ripped in half and I had like gouges and blood everywhere. It was mint.
That's dope.
Great.
I saw on your Facebook it said you do tattoo designs too. Like
Yes,
so
that's actually my favorite part of
Yeah,
my business. The
that's
most popular.
something I was thinking of like trying. So do you have any like advice on
Yeah, how would you do that? How would I get you
Yeah.
to, like, I want a tattoo? How does that transform? I give you an idea. What would you do?
Okay, so one of my clients gave me an idea, and all he said was dark and creepy, and my ideas just flow. But I use Pinterest a lot for like photo
Yeah.
references and ideas.
Yeah.
Just I'll be scrolling on there for hours,
Yeah, me
and then
too.
I just literally my brain just picks it apart. And
No, what's the
Difficult
first
to
thing that you think
explain.
of? You think of dark and gloom, whatever. What's your first thing you think of? Like, pops in your mind. I gotta kind of feel you out now. Dark.
like
What's
Grim
dark?
Reaper,
Grim
death.
Reaper.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Plague
I did
Doctor.
the tattoo design I came up with for him was actually the Grim Reaper, and then I was like, well maybe I can put some hands and he's controlling these two little kids with the gates of hell opening and all these hands reaching out, and he was just like, wow.
That's a scary.
He's got it on his chest now. He's got it all tattooed now.
I love the Plague Doctor. I just made a shirt with Plague Doctor on it and a crow. I like that.
I don't like
look of
crows.
The mask.
I saw a crow one time, right? I'm going to school and the crow flew down. This little bird, little bird, just sitting there and minding his business, hanging out in the street. This crow comes, picks him up, and starts pecking at him and eating him. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! And then the little bird was screaming. It sounded like a baby. Like it sounded like a baby. He was like screaming, crying. I'm like, what the hell? I can never look at a crow. Never again.
Vicious, man.
There
That's
you-
the bird of death.
Yeah, they're evil birds.
Yeah, I
You like
actually
it.
put crows in that drawing as well.
Yeah, you love the crows, but I'm turned off by stuff that I'm scared. I watch Freddy Krueger or what some of these movies. I can't watch them. I'm such a wimp when it comes to watching scary movies and stuff like that. So I'm definitely turned off to stuff like that. Not that I guess I'm scared. I'm a big baby.
When you
I'm fine with scary movies, just not like ghost ones, like paranormal stuff. That stuff freaks me.
I love that.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's me too. I
Yeah.
raised my hand on that one.
Oh, you're in the wrong place for that.
Blood and gore's fine.
You're in the wrong place for that because the UK is haunted like up and down, left and right.
Yeah.
It's bad over
Yeah.
there from what like they even
Lot
just
of
stuff to show on
history.
TV. The history of
Yeah.
that place is insane, man.
My
The
family used to
castles.
live in a we lived in a haunted farm. It was I hated it.
Oh man, a farm.
Give me a
haunted
story.
farm.
Give me a
Yes.
story. How'd you know it was haunted? Any stories?
My dad would find like wet footprints on the floor, and when
my
he'd
God.
just do the washing, he'd put it on the floor, and then it all of a sudden it like knocked over, and
Yeah, I would not.
We
be
moved
staying
from
there.
there.
Yeah, good
Well,
call.
my brother owned a house upstate New York, and I moved in there. It was a huge house. It had like 8 bedrooms, 9 bedrooms. It was tremendous.
Too big.
So when we moved in there, I never really knew the history of the house until I started actually living in the town and meeting people. And They were like, "Where do you live?" You know, and I said, "I live in that big white house up on Harmony Hill Road." And they're like, "The haunted house." And they're like, "The Geist house." And I'm like,
That guy killed like 8 guys in that house.
Well, apparently there's 2 things that went on there. The priest that embezzled like $1 million got caught and wound up like blowing his head off.
Well, right off the bat, that sounds like a great place to live.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the second one was like some sort of a mob boss or something like that. Went up there, he went in witness protection from somewhere else in Chicago or something. He moved there, and he was hid away for years, and they got him.
So if you do any kind of criminal acts, you go to live on. You want to escape, you go to live on Brian's block.
Yeah, don't go to Pauling. But it was funny. I would be in the living room and I'd hear someone say my name, and I would turn around thinking someone was in the house. I'd run out to the driveway. There'd be no cars in the driveway except for mine. It didn't scare me, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit. And it always happened in the kitchen. It was constantly in the kitchen or in like the laundry area. Same freaking thing all the time. And then like a bunch of crazy stuff happened later down the line, but I'm not going to go into that.
Then they found the priest. It was actually not the priest. It was I don't know.
It was
priest.
like,
He started with a priest. I'm like, yo, that's not. It sounds like a joke, but it's not a
it's
joke.
crazy, man.
He's like, yeah, 3 priests walk into a bar, and no, they actually. I don't trust them. When you put that money in that basket, I don't trust them. I don't.
So you have a good luck charm that you like to keep with you when you draw.
Hold on. She's so dark and groomy. She needs a good luck charm.
Wait till you hear what she has to have. You have to have something near you when you draw.
Why?
Oh, what? I'm trying to think what I would have. It would probably be my cat. They never leave me alone when I'm drawing.
There you go. Every time she would post a picture, I'd see her post a picture and be like, "Oh, I got to draw because the cat is here." Like the cat would be sitting right next to her while she's drawing, you know. And I was like, "That's
They'd
cool."
be all over me. They'd be on. I mean, she's crying for me now.
If you're into Stephen King, the cat is stealing your breath away, right? Like that's what the Stephen King movies. The cat would sleep on your chest and steal the breaths away. I'm thinking dark as I could think. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know.
I've got 3 of them, so that's me dead, really, isn't it?
Most of my female friends that are like into dark stuff love cats.
And they also like that band. The Misfits too, I think, on the Misfits with the white face and the punk band with I don't know, whatever. That's just me, but whatever.
Oh, you're talking about...
You never heard of the Misfits? No one Misfits?
I think you're talking about Insane Clown.
Really? I'm trying to think. How about the Sex Pistols? They rhyme me like the Sex Pistols, no?
Sex Pistols are from UK.
That's what I thought.
I've heard of those. Yeah, I've heard of those.
You heard of those guys? Them guys are all right, man. One of them, they couldn't actually play in.
Sid Vicious.
They couldn't play in any. They got kicked out because they had a song about the Queen. I don't know. How do you take the Queen over there, man? How is she doing these days?
I love the Queen. I think she's mint. I think she's great.
She's mint. That's awesome.
I'm a proper royalist, me.
See, I don't know. Like, I just, like, growing up as a kid, living in Queens, New York, I don't know nothing about England except that you guys are bullying us about, like, 500 years ago. And I was like, my guys were like, yo, we can't take this no more. And we ain't paying with taxes with tea. And we start throwing tea into like the Boston Harbor. I don't even know, something like that.
Taxation without representation.
Yeah, something like that. And then you guys are the redcoats. And then we can't beat them if we line up, right? We line up and we go. This is what I didn't understand. They used to line up, right? Like you line up, I line up. We shoot each other. Whoever falls, we just step forward and we shoot again. I never understood that way of warfare. Right? So we were like, yo, you got to get the redcoats out of here. We're going to hide in the trees. We're going to hide. That's the only thing I know.
Guerrilla warfare.
Guerrilla. They called us guerrillas. We were first guerrillas. England probably started that. They called it guerrillas warfare.
It wasn't me.
Okay. And then the second thing.
I wasn't blaming you, Chloe.
Nah, these guys ain't blaming you at all. That's only me. I'm only thinking about, now I think of over the court, they call it across the bay, across the water, across the pond. The pond, that's what it is. That's a big pond, man.
Across the pond.
I always wanted to go there.
Very big pond.
My wife, her family is from Liverpool, and she took a trip over there. And I said, when you went to London, they stayed 3 days in London, and then they stayed in Liverpool. I guess the Beatles lived there. It's some band, the Beatles. I don't see the hype.
Beatles are pretty big
I just don't
here.
see the hype. Some band, the Beatles. Anyway, she told me. I said, "How was London? Was it clean?" And she goes, "I just pictured it to be like really like old, dusty." And she's like, "No, absolutely clean. You could.
Yeah.
I was like, what? She goes, no, we only live in the dirty place.
Yeah.
New York City. I was like, wow. I was like,
I've actually never been to London, and I live here.
hold on.
Yeah.
Where are you living now? You're not in London? I thought you were in London. I'm sorry.
No, I'm in Scarborough, in North Yorkshire.
No, I understand. It's like
I don't understand.
we live in Queens.
So way up.
It's north. I heard north, so it's got to be up somewhere up there. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But like, I've never been to the Statue of Liberty, even though it's like
That's a shame.
pretty close to
That
you
is
know where I
terrible.
live.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like saying, so you never been to Big Ben?
No.
Oh, that's
I
you
haven't
guys.
been to a
You
lot
guys
of
should start hanging out.
places.
Picasso?
No, I've barely been anywhere.
How about France? France? No, France.
No.
No.
We're very similar.
It's huge there, man.
I've been to Spain, but that's about it.
Spain sounds nice. I like the sound of
It's
Spain.
gorgeous.
Because I like my Spanish people because my mom is like half Puerto Rican and the Spanish ones that doesn't make no sense. But I love the. Let me get out. That's my mom. God rest her soul. Oh, she looks out like that. I don't know. So how you doing? It's late at night. I got you up late talking to these guys from Queens, New York.
Well, I'm usually up anyway, so
Yeah.
Well, so
You
you're
get the best ideas late, right?
yeah. Honestly, so like I can have a whole day.
Yep.
I'll get up at 7 o'clock and I'll be drawing. My mind is just. I
Yep.
was doing it the other day. I was at my partner's house. I was just like, I cannot draw
100%.
for anything. And then it gets to about 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I've got so many ideas I need to put
Yep.
down.
Yep. I've learned to like train myself to not. I used to be like, oh, I'll remember that in the morning, and never would.
You don't.
And
You
now
don't.
I train myself to I got to take advantage of that, like, and not waste that moment, you know.
Sometimes I'll be asleep and it'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be like, I need
Yeah.
to get to my sketch pad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And it's not
absolutely.
a good drawing. I don't spend hours on it. See, most of my drawings take about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah. Same.
Do you
But
find
when
yourself?
I get up
Do you find yourself always working at times though? Like, will you just take a weekend and say, you know what? I'm just gonna walk around. I'm gonna go, into town or whatever. I'm just gonna
She's
walk
not
around.
going into town.
I'm just gonna walk around and just get ideas. You know what I mean? And look at different things to draw. And like like you're doing dogs. Who's to say
Find
that you didn't see that cute lab, posing at the park? You know what I mean? So, do you do things like that with I guess, what is that called? It's called,
Finding inspiration.
finding
Scarborough,
inspiration.
Scarborough's more of like a landscape place. I'm not really, don't really like drawing landscapes. So, but I will never take a weekend to myself at all.
Do you only draw like realism, or do you draw like do you just like draw fictional made up stuff sometimes too, like for
It's
fun?
just realistic stuff. I didn't
Yeah.
even want to get into realistic stuff, but the more I started to draw, the more, I don't know, my eyes kind of focused on the attention to detail. And with
Yeah.
every new drawing I do, the more detail I add, and it's a pain in my ass sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure you're like your worst
Yeah.
enemy, right? At times, like you must
I
be like
am.
critic or your worst critic, I should say. Wow.
Yeah, all artists
I am,
are.
because I'll
Always your
go,
biggest. Yeah, you're always your
I'll
biggest.
go like, this drawing is awful, and because I had this commission, and bless him, he came to my door. It's like, oh, can you do a drawing for me? I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll come and pick up the picture. So I went round to his house, picked up the picture, and it was like picture from like, I don't know, days of a dog. And I've got to do a realistic drawing of this dog with
Yeah.
no detail. It had no eyes. And I was like, I
Oh,
can't
no
exa-
eyes. What do you mean, like
It had
actually
no
physically
eyes.
no
It's
eyes?
weird.
Wow.
I hated it. I spent days on it, absolute days on it, and I was crying my eyes out. And I was sat in the cafe drawing it, and everyone's like, "That's really good," and I'm like, "No, it's not. It's rubbish."
I know
But
the feeling.
oh dear,
Yeah, no,
but
that kind of
the
art
dude
really impresses me.
the dude died.
So you didn't have to
and-
draw it right for him, like you don't.
No, I did. It went in his coffin, so the pressure was even more.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
That's cool. That's cool that
very
you did that
sweet.
though.
Very sweet.
That's awesome that you
Yeah.
did that, man. Wow.
And it was in color as well. That was
Now,
tough. It
did he-
wasn't
hey,
black and
here's
white.
the
thought
question.
about I
Did
thought
he
about
pay?
leaving other things in people's.
Did he pay? Did he at least pay before he died?
Yeah,
Oh,
they paid.
that's fine. I can finish the job. I want to finish that up.
She knows what she's
I
doing.
definitely finish
Do a job for free.
So if
Yeah,
if I ever wind up around your neighborhood, I just knock on your door and you just like open the door and like,
Yeah.
draw me a picture.
Can you draw me the squirrel with no
Yeah.
eyes, please?
Can do.
What's the weirdest
draw you
thing?
whatever you want.
What's the weirdest thing somebody asked you to draw and you're like, wow.
Quite a lot of nude self
I kinda-
portrait.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't do those.
No, I'm kind of happy to hear that because when I think of like artists, I think of like the art school and college, and then they have a guy and a girl. They have what is it, the trench coat, and then they sit on the stool, and all of a sudden open up
They
the
have like
coat.
a leaf. Or
Yeah.
this.
That's what I picture.
That's why you hated art school, though, and like so did I. Hated art class
just
because
wasn't
the
for
kind of
me.
I just hated
the
school.
kind of stuff they make you draw is so boring and like
So I
It
just
was like
hated
an
school.
apple.
yeah,
Draw
a
an
fruit
apple.
basket. You know, like no, I'm not gonna do that.
I like to take the apple.
But to
off
get
the-
into art school, it was so difficult. So I thought like it would be kind of like elite level,
Right.
but it wasn't. So
Well,
I had to do six A2 drawings, and that's absolutely
Wow.
massive.
Yeah, that is.
Observational drawings, and I did it, and they were so good. They were all detailed, and I got in. And then when they told me that what we were doing, I was like, "You're absolutely having me on, aren't you?"
I would love to see the big drawings. That's on my bucket list to like scale up. Right now, I just do mostly like 8x12, type stuff. But
A4 and A3 is what I do.
yeah,
You're listening to Buck the System podcast, or watching Buck the System podcast, with special guest from the UK, Chloe Alexia, portrait artist, talented Chloe Alexia. So
Also pretty, very pretty. I'm married,
Oh,
so I
thank
shouldn't say that, but I had to throw it out there.
yeah,
Hope Dave ain't listening.
that's it. I told you.
My partner's asleep. It's fine.
I told you we got to get you to New York.
Oh, I thought
we
you
got to
were-
get that art
Yeah.
out there. We
I
gotta
heard
get
I
that
heard
art.
partner, and I thought it was like a business partner. Okay, I got you. I understand now.
We got to get that art out there, man.
I would love
Yeah,
to like
definitely.
talk more
We
art
need
with
to.
you.
Once this COVID's over, then definitely I'll be straight up there.
So
Straight
how,
up there.
how do you go about getting your artwork out there? How does that work? Do you word of mouth? Is it, or do you Facebook
Mainly
page, Instagram?
Facebook, Instagram.
Do you have an
I mean, I
Etsy?
think even me and Brian, I think it was on the UK roast dance page or
Yeah,
something like that.
That
Hold
page.
on,
that
hold on.
page.
What page? What
So,
UK?
so there was this. So
Foxy
there's
on
these.
UK pages now?
There's a page called UK Roasts and Bants or something like that, like banter. Yo, let me tell you something. I joined this page. The first day I was on this page, I saw some of the funniest shit I ever read in my entire life. That page, let me tell you, some people over there are absolutely insane. They love the C word.
Yeah.
The C word is
Oh,
tremendous.
that's my favorite one.
See, the
Are
C
you
word,
kidding me?
the C-
Really?
see
We
you
don't
next-
say that over here.
You know what we say? We say
F-
see you next Tuesday. Because nobody, if you call a woman that here,
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm a gentleman.
you're not making it out of the
Game-
conversation.
Game over.
Yeah, it's game over.
The
That's
F
it.
word too is real popular over there, right? Like
Yeah,
the
that's
F-
another one of my
yeah.
favorites. My
Yeah.
partner had a pep talk. He was just like, "Don't swear."
It sounds so much cooler to say though,
The
but
C word.
I,
The C word.
Oh, I don't
is
even
so
have that.
bad.
I don't have it in my vocabulary.
It's so bad, man. I couldn't call like my worst enemy that word.
I've said it a
Can't
couple
do it.
times.
I don't know why.
regretted it.
And I used to go on this page, and that's where we met. And
What drew you to it? What how'd you meet? How do you meet on Facebook?
I
I don't
think-
tell me out.
I think you might have posted something with
I
your art. It was
posted a
definitely
drawing
something.
up.
Yeah, it was something with art, and
And
I was
like,
asking
roast
about
it.
Yeah. That's probably what it was. And I was like roasted. I was like, shit, I want you to draw me a tattoo. And I think that's how we started really talking. I was like, yo, you're an awesome artist, man. And then I saw some more of her work, and it was just like,
See
blown away.
about tattoos. Now I see you draw. You draw on paper. How do I find a tattoo artist that can draw that same detail on the body from your picture? Because yours is like, it just seems unreal that a tattoo artist can copy that.
They make a stencil, right?
Well, yeah, they make a stencil. I actually work in correspondence with tattoo artists. I'm always contacting them, seeing if it's and stuff like that. And depending on how much I can actually put in, because I do go in overdrive a little bit.
Do you ever think of doing tattoos yourself? Have you tried tattooing or anything like that?
I have. I did a tattooing apprenticeship when I was living in Lincolnshire, so a little bit down south. And it just wasn't for me. I just didn't like it. I mean, I've done all these tattoos on my arm. I practice
Just
on
bored.
myself.
I was just bored away, and I'm
You
just
did
writing on
those
myself.
yourself?
I would do some
Bored.
stuff. I would do that too.
Get
Billy.
bored. I started doing them on my hands, and I've got them all over my legs and everything.
And you did all of yours?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd be
I
covered.
just sit like this with my tattoo pen.
Yeah.
How much difference is it to be a tattoo, or how much difference in drawing a pencil, paper to tattoo? How much difference is it?
You don't want to make a mistake on a tattoo.
Yeah, there's no eraser.
No eraser.
It's
Yeah.
very different.
No, but I'm saying, like,
Um,
is it
Whiteout does not work. Does
Well,
not
one,
work.
it's massive, and then it's vibrating all the time as well. So
Yeah.
that's the big difference. And also, once you make one mistake, you cannot go back with a tattoo. Once it's in your skin, it's in your skin.
It's funny. My tattoo artist, actually, who did all my work, actually studied abroad over in the UK. That's where he learned how to draw.
I believe it.
And he learned
talented,
shading, and he learned, and he's a great artist. And actually, I'd love to link you two up at some point also, because he does a lot of wildlife stuff, and a couple of his things just got chosen to be in a museum in like Arizona or something like that. And he's getting paid really well for it. It's like a real like prestigious, museum that he's getting it in. So it's actually real cool. I mean, there is money to be made if you get it out there the proper way and you meet the right people, right?
It is more about the people that you know. I mean, I was very, very lucky to be with the people that I am with now. Because I actually got one of my pieces into an exhibition, and then that just made my business go crazy. And then I met someone else, and they were like, "Hey, I can help you." And like with you, Brian, I'm doing this podcast. It's crazy. I'm very, very lucky. Very lucky.
I don't think you're
Considering I'm only
lucky. I don't
22.
think it's. Stop saying lucky.
Yeah, your
talent.
talent.
Yeah, it's your talent that speaks for itself.
That's
But
it.
Did
Come
you?
on. I mean,
What did you do with the time you had? Did you do it? Did you look at The Secret?
Yes, I did actually. I've actually wrote loads of notes on it. My mind was blown.
Blown. It's
It's
such
amazing.
a great thing.
I
Such a
wanna
great
read
thing, man. It's something that it's a must.
Absolutely
It's a must
amazing.
read. My friend JC, he's a golf pro. He was my golf coach.
yo,
for a
The
while.
Secret is
Conor
it's on
McGregor
Netflix.
said
It's been on
it-
Netflix
it's
for
on
like
Netflix,
10 years,
Yes.
so it's not a secret no more.
Well, no, it's not. But that way,
It
that
was amazing,
Yeah,
man.
it is.
I was
It
just
is,
watching
it
the
is. Yeah.
adapting that way of thinking
watching
is.
it with my
Yeah.
gob open.
Yeah, but it's easy to do. Then say it and do it. Like you will do it, and it's natural to the point where you are going to be negative on yourself because we're human beings.
But
And
you just can't. It's the law of
it's
you
hard.
have
I
to
know.
practice.
I know.
You
That's
have
why
to-
we're poor. That's
You
why
have
I'm
to
poor.
practice the law of attraction.
Because I don't
You know,
attract money.
My friend JC that's been talking to me about it and teaching me about this stuff, man, like he's so positive about it. And even, things have been turning around for him, and he went through some tough
That's it.
shit.
That's
man.
it. You got to be positive. It doesn't.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. You just can't wake up and think of you watch that show and think of money. If I think of money every day, money's gonna
Yeah,
come back.
no,
I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I'm gonna be a millionaire.
You
You're
have
willing
to
it to
act-
happen.
the
you have to
30th,
act on it,
the
too.
30th time I wake up and I'm broke as fucking buck still. I ain't thinking that the
Well,
32nd
listen,
day.
I'll worry about them being a millionaire. You can do the misery part, and we'll get $500,000, and we'll be okay. So at least we'll get halfway there. You know what I'm saying?
But for example, like Brian
I'm
is
a negative guy, I
pretty
guess.
positive guy, and like I worked at a butcher shop, Chloe, before,
and he's got all his fingers
and-
still. So
and,
that's positive.
Brian would come in there, and he saw my artwork, and I try and be positive too, and I would talk to the customers, and me and Brian got to talking, and that's how I ended up here. So it's very important to like network and put that positive,
Sure.
Penny
positive
Penny
vibes
York,
out.
is that a client of yours that says loves her tattoo?
No.
Oh, Penny's my best mate.
Oh.
I did it sometimes when we have little house parties and I'm a bit drunk. I get the tattoo machine out.
I'll take you drunk. I would take your tattoo skills drunk compared to some people's that are not drunk. Like I see some tattoos that are like. That's why I have one, and I'm like, this is like, you have a friend that just started doing it, and he's really bad at drawing, and maybe I was like at his house, yeah, do something. And I'm like, what the fuck did I get this tattoo for?
If you come to New York, Chloe, 100%, I want to get a tattoo from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming. Definitely.
Okay.
Bring your
good.
equipment.
Yeah.
And you had have them pay in the pounds too, because this American dollar is kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying?
We only take Bitcoin, right?
That's one. If I had a dollar, man, I forget it. Bitcoin.
We only take Bitcoin.
I'm sorry. Can I just ask one
No,
more
you can't.
question,
You know,
Chloe?
it's just-
You're like trying to take over here. Go ahead. Artist.
I'm just, you're
Go
much,
ahead.
you're
Go
much
ahead.
better
Welcome
than
to
me.
the Furlong podcast.
You're much better than me, so I just want to get some advice.
We
This
kind
is
of
the time to do it.
with
That's how it works.
Yeah, with the tattoo designs, like you said, you reach out to tattoo artists, and that's how you go about it. Like, or is there like any sites that you could like post designs on that tattoo artists look at, or do you have to just directly reach out to them?
Just directly reach out to them. I mean,
Okay.
I remember when I first moved to Scarborough, I actually went around every tattoo artist and I showed them my artwork, and I was
Very
just
smart.
like, "Would you like to work with me?"
Okay.
You know, side by side. It's a very competitive business, you know,
Yeah.
especially with tattooing.
Yeah.
So
So
you
I was very, very lucky with that as well.
Do you watermark your pictures? Like, do you mark them to make sure that nobody steals it that way? Like, I know there's a couple of websites that do tattoo designs. You can't download the picture because when you go to download the picture, it has
the
like a
watermark.
background.
watermark on it.
Yeah, watermark.
I haven't watermarked them. I've made sure my signature's at the bottom, but I suppose people can just drop it out though, can't they? So,
That is true.
but
Yeah.
the thing is with watermarking, like, would it affect the detail of the picture that I'm posting?
I guess it's just when you could show
It
off if
looks
you had a
tacky
website or
is.
something like that, and people are searching through it, so they can't copy and paste it off it, like something like that. But not to the customer. You're gonna send it to the tattoo artist. I can picture you walking in there, and I'm a tattoo artist. And I can kind of I'm pretty good, I guess, right? And you walk in, and you showing them pictures of like, oh no, we don't need nobody. I can't draw that shit. Did you ever hear that? Like, nah, I can't even draw what you have.
Yeah, I do get a lot of hate.
Wow.
A lot of I think it's mainly jealousy though. I know that sounds kind of vain, but I've worked my absolute ass off since I was, how long have I had this business? About 3 years now.
There's a lot of
And-
jealousy in it.
Yeah.
Because
there's a lot of
people don't
that
want to
have left.
see you do well. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't
They
understand.
view
Like,
life as a competition and it's more of a journey.
see, I like what you
Yeah.
talked about with the secret to, and I understand if you believe in that, that's you, right? It's always that other person to try to bring that and suck that out of you. It's just natural. It's
If you're helping people, people are gonna want to help you.
yeah, we all help out. We all help out. Like I'll listen to a podcast and I'd be like, I can't. I felt like I can't listen to it.
Buck is the opposite, the polar opposite on the magnet.
Yeah.
Like if you put them together and it's like pushes away, and it's like that's him. Like every time like this, he's pushing me this, you know.
No, all the time. It's just
no.
natural. It's survival of the fittest. Like I did it myself. So I don't need, like, you know what I mean? Like that's just the way I am. I never, like you look at a picture and you say, oh, look at the eyes, it's a little crooked. And I'll be like, oh, that's the fucking beautifulest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'll be like, how did I say that word? Like I don't. Then every word I'm listening to, I'm like, that's how I sound. I suck. I can't listen to this stuff, man. No. So it brings me down. You know what I mean? I let other people tell me if it's good, if it's good. For me personally, I can't, like you said, I can't sit there and say, oh, I that's the way I am. I'm sorry. I knock myself. Like you said, I'm the biggest critic of myself is me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you draw a perfect
I think
circle?
we all are.
Can you draw a
No.
perfect circle? No. Okay.
So hard.
That's a good one.
There was a video on TikTok about that. He literally just went like that, and I was like, "What?"
Impossible.
That's
Impossible.
crazy.
Just no.
Takes me like 10 tries.
Perfect circle.
Or I have
so
to do it very, very slowly.
Yep.
I've never drawn circles. My bank account comes up with a lot of circles, but perfect circles. I'm like,
One
damn.
big perfect circle.
Oh,
One big
this is
perfect
great. I
one.
love it.
Perfect. Sometimes it even has a line through it.
Yeah, or a little or a negative
in
symbol.
front
Yeah.
of it.
Declined.
Yeah, and a negative symbol before it. Yeah.
Oh man, what's going on there? What's popular out there in England? If I'm looking at something popular, what do you do besides draw? What's fun in your life? Like, What do you do besides draw? You can't draw all the time.
Just
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Music.
That's
What kind of
about it.
music? What kind of music do you listen to? You listen to music when you draw?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Music plays a big part in music. My partner's actually a professional DJ, so
What kind of
I'm
music?
starting to listen
What?
to his music at the moment, like techno and
Oh, I can see it.
EDM and all that stuff.
yeah. And I'm like,
I
I
like
hate
that
it
stuff.
because I'm like doing my drawing, and then his track comes on, and I start bobbing my head, and I'm just like, I didn't want it to get to this point, but it has.
I feel like I'm at a rave. I think of raves and stuff like that. I know nothing about. I think like a rave in like a warehouse somewhere, and Fox is there, and it's fist pump. I can't. I love it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like that. I love it.
Yeah, music and drawing goes together perfectly.
Think of like the
It just
Rolling
melts
Stones.
really
I
together.
think I like the Rolling Stones. Who else is out there? The Who.
Oh, I love the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones, right? Mick Jagger's still alive. I mean, I don't know. He's still bouncing around. Okay, that's cool.
I was actually just showing
I
them a
think
video.
so.
I was showing them
hope so.
a video before. I was on stage with like Paul McCartney and Alicia Keys.
Keys,
And
that was so cool.
being on stage with Paul McCartney was cool. I do regret not going up to him. Like I'm more of one of those people that I don't like to come up and nudge the celebrity. I get fascinated by seeing them, but I don't. I don't like to bother them. Yeah. And then
Sure,
I had some
Paul
people with
McCartney.
me that were like, "Yo, Paul, give me a fucking hug," and I'm like,
And I'm
"I
sure,
can't
and
do
I'm
that
sure
shit,
he
man."
just ran over and
And
hugged them
no,
all.
he did.
Oh, really?
He did. He was
Oh,
on.
really?
Yeah, if you watch that video, you'll
Shit,
see it.
then
He's
he messed
hugging
up.
everybody. He's got the lieutenant's hat on or the captain's hat.
I bet
whatever
if
it is.
you went up all respectful though after that,
Absolutely,
like,
he
hey,
would've took it,
He
yeah.
would have been like more friendly to you.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so. I mean,
Why? Why more friendly to him
after what
for?
they-
Because like
Buscemi.
he shows he like stands out from the crowd. you
Okay,
know?
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good,
I mean,
good or bad standout? Hold on.
I
In
do.
a good way.
I do
Okay.
regret it though. I regret not having the balls to go up to him and say, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" Because now I got all these people that I worked with or friends that were at the same show with me that we got invited up on stage to be there. They all have pictures with Paul McCartney, and I have the memory, but I don't have the memory.
You stay
know what I
true
mean?
to yourself.
So
That's what
yeah,
matters.
you know what? I got to do this on Alicia Keys.
In this
on
day-
Alicia Keys piano. while
That's
she
pretty
played.
cool. That was pretty cool.
No one else got to do that.
That
so
was very cool.
that was awesome. So
I like the Beatles movie that came out. Like not a movie, but the guy that he got hit with a bus or something like that, and like he woke up and it was no
with
Beatles.
the Indian guy.
Yeah, he was singing all the songs and stuff like that. Yesterday it was called or something like
Yeah.
that.
I didn't
No.
see
No
it.
idea.
That's a good one.
I don't watch a
that's
lot
probably,
of stuff. I watch South Park a lot, and that's about it.
I have a lot of South Park drawings.
Never watched South Park.
I've got it
Never
on in the
watched it.
background.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I never. I'm bad. You all right? The
I have-
Simpsons. Never watched it.
What?
I don't know.
I have.
Not really keen on Simpsons. South Park though, I've got it on every day as soon as I wake up during the day. It helps me sleep at night.
Yep.
How
know,
old is
it's
how old is
weird.
South Park right now? How long has it been out for?
It came out when I was in
What
the
year, you
5th
think?
grade.
Okay, the 50.
I'm
20
33.
Oh
so-
wow!
20 something. It's
Yeah.
20, 23 years maybe.
And they
20
still
years?
have
Yeah.
new.
There's like
new
20,
And still
23
new episodes.
seasons now.
Yep.
Yeah.
and they still have new
Yeah.
episodes. Wow!
Absolutely. It's still crushing it.
They came
actually,
out with
so-
the pandemic special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. Now they're having a
was
quarantine.
funny.
They're having a quarantine special.
Really?
And yeah, it's called. It's
I gotta
spelled.
watch this now.
It's spelled South Park with a Q, and it's the quarantine special. And supposedly something crazy is supposed to happen.
And
It's
they
airing.
they
It's
predict
airing in
the
America.
future and stuff like that, right? Is
They-
that them
they-
or
they-
that's
no, the
Predicted
Simpsons. The
something.
Simpsons are
The
the
Simpsons
predicting.
predicted Trump would win.
Yeah,
I have a drawing of
They
Stan
predicted loads of stuff. The Simpsons.
tons
have.
of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a whole website dedicated
Yeah,
to it
it's
to tell
weird.
you all the stuff.
Oh, I
It's
gotta
nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. They was that Mike Judge, is the writer of that.
Stan choking out Winnie the Pooh is my favorite South Park moment. I had to draw that.
There's so many good ones, man.
but
My,
speaking-
my one's a really bad one.
Well, one. Let me hear it.
yeah, well, now I'm gonna win.
You know when the Jersey Shore people invade
Yeah.
It's a
South Park
Oh, I
and
gotta-
Eric Cartman calls Bin Laden.
See, I feel like I'm
No,
not there.
I
today,
got
man.
you.
Like,
I'm
what,
with
that's
you.
like when
I'm
that's
with
like
you,
when
bud.
when we were doing the show when you were talking about who we had on the show, Bob's Burgers.
There you go.
I didn't know anything about it.
Because
I
you
was
got to
like- I was-
research, man. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
we were
yeah,
talking
sure.
about this guy, Bob Burger, coming on. I researched Bob Burger. I mean, what do you want to
Well, I
do?
wasn't going to sit there watching 100 Bob's Burgers.
Just watch two. You
I
fake
did
it.
that. I did
I
that.
watched 2 or 3 of them.
But you started talking about
that guy was
episodes.
only in.
I had
that-
no idea. What
The
you were
guy was
talking
only
about.
in 2 episodes.
You were, no, you were talking about other episodes.
Oh, with the director.
Mario Dana.
That's what it was.
And you were like,
Mario.
oh, I remember that time. And I was like, I have no idea, man. I don't ever watch that
Never
show.
watched South Park. I watched it when it first came out.
You would like it, man.
When I watched it when it first
It
came
gets
out.
better, especially
Yeah,
with Mr.
it gets
Garrison.
way better.
It gets
Oh
what?
my god.
It gets what?
way better.
With
No, I want
Mr.
to hear. I want to hear.
Garrison.
No,
Oh,
say
Mr.
the B
Garrison's
word.
the
Say the
best.
B word again. Better. I just say that. That was cool. I like that.
What word?
You said better. Better.
Better.
Oh, that was. You
Better?
didn't say
She
it that
did say
way.
better.
I said better.
Oh, way better.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I
Way
like that.
better. There we go.
You sound so much smarter than us.
That's true. They do. They do
I'm
sound
really not,
smarter.
though.
They do sound
I'm
smarter.
really not.
You sounded and look it.
Better. I'm like, yo.
I always
yo.
dress like this. I love dressing smart. It's just
Yeah.
the best.
Yep.
Bit of
It
Marilyn
gives you more
Monroe vibe.
confidence.
That's good stuff. What time is it there now? If we're keeping you up a little late at night.
It is 3:00 in the morning.
Damn. So Big Ben right now, little hands on the 3. Oh,
I've got half my
man.
pajamas on and then a dress on.
That's how people go to work now these days, man. That's it. You don't have nothing on but them. Just a shirt and that's it. You're good to go. That's
Well, I
great.
just stay in my pajamas all day if I'm not leaving my desk all day. I
That's
just stay
it.
in my pajamas.
How
Not
great?
going anywhere.
How great are all the follies that are going on with the Zoom calls and stuff? Like all the people. That
Did
are
you
making
see? There's
mistakes.
one kid, right? This is black kid, African American, I should say, to be correct. He gets into these meetings, the schools and stuff like that.
he,
He's
like, hacks into
dancing,
them,
yeah. The kid is dancing and stuff,
He
isn't
hacks
he?
into
Yo,
the
yeah,
meeting?
people, you know what this
They're
kid's.
really easy to hack into.
No, you know what it is?
Apparently they're easy
No,
to
he
hack
just
into.
they just send the kids in the class. I'll send you it. That's
Okay,
it.
yeah, I wanna see it. I
Yeah,
wanna see
yeah. I don't know what the kid's name is. My son watches him. He's 12 years old, and the kid's like dresses up like an African, like tribal leader, and he's like dancing in the background. I'm like, I don't know the guy's name.
I should do that with my
Your
artwork.
kids know. I guarantee your kids know.
It's probably a
100%.
TikTok.
Like
it's probably
put
a
my
TikTok
artwork
explosion.
in their Zoom.
Yeah.
That would be
crazy.
cool, actually.
Yeah,
There
right?
he is. There he is. Jake's watching. What's his name?
Subliminal
Too
messaging.
mad. Too mad. Jake, you watching?
Too
Jake?
bad.
There's my boy. He's under my wife's name right there. See, that's the Liverpool side of the
That's
family.
Dave.
That's Dave. Give me a Dave. Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I like what you call it the remake of what was the movie? The Winnie the Pooh one when he grew up. You see that one? The Winnie the Pooh. It was really good.
Christopher
Christopher
Robin.
Robin.
Yes,
There you
yes,
go.
that was dynamite. That
With
was
Ewan
so
McGregor
good.
from Star Wars.
Yes.
That was so good. That was so good. Too mad. You see, look him up. Anybody who wants to watch funny stuff. He's like 19 years old. He's probably a millionaire already on YouTube. He's got 25. I'm like, and I watch these kids on YouTube, and I'm like, they got like 3 million, 4 million, 5 million followers, and I'm like,
Dude, there's a video.
nothing.
There's a video on YouTube. If you do top TikTok children and their cars or something like that. Dude, we're talking like 12-year-old kids
Not even old enough
who
to
own
drive.
fucking Ferraris, Lamborghinis.
I know, it's mental.
Yeah.
They have like millions and billions,
It's insane.
especially on TikTok. It's
Yeah.
mental.
I can't get TikTok. I'm too old for it, man. I just refuse to. One time I did
God,
go
it's
to the App
dangerous.
Store. I did go to the App Store, and I was like, I cancel. I can't.
Are
even
you on
install it.
TikTok, Chloe?
I do, yeah. I actually do put some of my art videos on there.
So that's different.
Do you
I'm,
feel like
I'm
it
double
helps?
her age, so I mean, TikTok is like I can't watch kids' TikToks.
They were telling me I should go on it with.
I
my
said
art.
you should go
Yeah.
on with
Yeah,
all
you
me.
should do it, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
I'm not gonna
will.
jump on TikTok, man.
I wouldn't
I'm playing
listen to-
tic tac toe or something.
I wouldn't listen to Buck, but I'll listen to you. You
I
look
told
a
no.
lot
I said you
smarter.
should go on it. Yeah, you do kind of artwork. If you do music or something like that, yes.
Yeah.
Good
No,
I'm
you
not
did.
gonna sit here and do a
You-
skit or something like that,
Yeah, yeah.
or meme or meme, whatever you call them things you guys laugh at all the time. I think it's that. I gotta read stuff and look at a picture. I gotta read stuff, look at a picture. I like comedy, upfront comedy, like stand-up comedy, like people funny. Like I can't
Yeah.
read something and look at it. Oh, I get it now. That's like,
Some of them are really good.
no, I'm sure they are. I got no
Yeah,
time for that.
yeah.
That's not my generation. We want to laugh. We watch somebody go on the stage and we watch somebody kill it. You watch Eddie Murphy. You watch
Yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay. You watch Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's
You watch all these guys. And you're
Like,
like,
well,
that's what I am. I don't know if you want to keep her any longer, you guys, or
Do you do
last question, Jim?
like skits? Like I'm not skits, but like videos, or do you just post your artwork on TikTok?
no videos. It'll be like
do
progress videos.
Yes,
so like multiple
okay.
videos into one video with like a little bit of music to it.
I like that. Okay.
That's awesome.
Thank you for all the advice, Chloe.
Well, you are listening to
problem.
Buck the System podcast on Facebook Live. We got Buck Rotano here, myself, Brian Fox. We got Stephen Furlong, and on
Thank you for
our guest
having me.
tonight is Chloe Alexia. She's
You're listening
portrait
to
artist.
the Steve Furlong Show every Tuesday night.
Guys,
only kidding.
I
I'm
was
only
in
joking.
awe of Chloe's talent. I wanted to pick her brain. I'm sorry if
Aw,
I.
Well,
get
I
outta
think
here,
you,
get
I think
outta
you
here.
added
I'm only
me on
joking.
Facebook.
I
didn't
did.
you?
Yes.
Yeah, so just send me a message. We'll get
Okay.
talking. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
All right, great.
Chloe,
Charge him double.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Charge these fools triple.
Thank
right?
you, Brian.
get the people in America for like 3 times the amount of money.
Yeah,
man.
only do the
shit.
pound.
And we're gonna get you to New York, and we're gonna get that art out there.
Definitely,
We have to do it. We
please.
have
And
to
I'm
do
getting
it.
a
We have to do
tattoo.
it. That's a promise.
And just to make sure you get the mace or a little pocket knife when you come over
Just
here.
in case. Yeah.
All right, God
Okay.
bless.
I do get a
Oh
little-
yeah, because of all the guns and
I am a
stuff,
little
yeah.
weird.
We don't
Yeah.
have that over.
It's
He's
like,
saying that you need it because of me.
no, not at all.
Oh,
All right,
bless
so
you.
thank you so
Nice
much.
to finally talk to you all
Yes,
as well.
yes, definitely.
Very
Nice to
definitely.
meet you, Chloe.
And first of many. So
I just want to hit
Definitely.
Dave, you there? Go to bed. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Dave.
My
He's coming
son,
home.
my son is Dave. She left, right? Oh, you cooked out?
I think she did.
All right, bye. Take care. Brush your hair. Very nice.
Chloe, that was a great interview.
Yeah,
I had a
very
great
nice.
time.
Very nice
She's a
person.
nice woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool, man. That
You
was
understand? You understand?
Cool. Her art is so
But
good.
she's like
So
22
good.
years old, right? I'm not. You're someone on TikTok, right? And I'm being honest with you. Go for it. I'm old.
No,
I'm
you
old.
were the one who said
I'm old,
I
dude.
should do it. Yeah,
TikTok.
that-
I feel like I'm committing like this underage website thing when I go on it. You know, 'cause
I got you,
I'll be honest with you. You know, if you on TikTok, I guess I follow you on TikTok. But
Yeah.
I'm just not a TikTok
I'm
guy.
33 and I feel like.
Oh, really?
shoot,
Really? Okay, it's like
you know,
Snapchat, whatever it's
yeah,
called. I don't have that. I don't.
like-
I don't understand it. You have to have streams or whatever. Someone's like, I gotta have. I don't. I can't.
You know
even.
what? I will say, Darren Boudreaux, the stuff. That
Oh, see, that's
he
good.
was an exception on the TikTok.
That was
rule,
good.
man. And those videos.
What
man,
would he do?
He had his daughters.
Him and his
like
two
college
daughters.
age. They were doing dance moves with him and stuff like that.
So good though, man. Like I mean, he
Very
you know,
good, very
he's,
good.
He's older than we are. You know?
That's
He's-
why it was
yeah,
fun.
man.
That's why it was fun. The girls can really dance and move, and he was like,
Yeah.
we can't.
I've
Well,
seen
he
some
did the
really
Phil- he
funny
did the Phil
dads on
Collins
there.
one, the Phil Collins one in the air of the night, and he opens all, he has all the cabinet doors open. He's standing in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
doo 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 doo, and he hits all the cabinets, and it's perfect to the beat.
There's a lot of funny older like dads on there.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, 1 second. Let me check something out real quick.
Hey guys, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah,
Really.
no,
Definitely,
hold on,
definitely.
hold on. I want to see something real. I want to see something real quick here. All right, you guys can talk now. We're still on a
Yeah,
thing.
we still got our. How many viewers we got out here right now? We
6.
still got people paying attention.
No, we have 6 people.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Hold on. Put
This
it.
was an unorthodox style show tonight. We definitely changed it up a little bit. We had an in-studio guest and
I want to show you guys what
guess
this
on the
guy
f-
will look like.
a guest on the phone from the UK.
Hold on a second.
That was the first time you guys have ever done that?
Yes,
In
yeah,
the
we never did a
studio
double in
and,
studio, and yeah,
very
that was pretty
cool.
cool. Worked
Very
out good.
cool.
Hold on 1
It
second.
actually
guys.
worked out better than a regular show. We didn't have
Okay.
any freaking problems.
Nice.
Here's the kid. I don't know right here. I want to show you some of his. If I can find it. Let's go over here. 1 second.
Those headphones.
Yeah, I just want to
Videos.
see a
Choke
thing
on.
that he goes on real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
this kid.
Yeah, he hijacks. He's got 10 million
It's
views.
smart, man. It's very smart.
I don't know if it's gonna play it. Let's see if it plays it. Commercial.
It's gonna play an ad first.
Yeah, be careful with that commercial. Hold up. Second. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna play an
help
ad
you
first.
write
Oh,
quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work.
1 second. Do it again. Yeah, you tell them where you're at. We couldn't hear. I shut off the volume. Just let them know. Instagram, you go to...
Oh, sorry. On Instagram at Confusing Art, and Facebook Confusing Art, and Twitter at Always Confused.
All right, so you put in Always Confused. I'm sure you find it anyway.
Yeah, it's Always Confused Clothing is the name of the brand.
All right, cool. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night, everybody.
All right,
Thank you.
except, no, you just say good night to Dave. Go to bed.
Good night, Dave.
Thanks for listening to Buck the System. Next time, Buck Gritano will do it all again, and we hope you'll join us for the ride. In the meantime, you can reach out to us at buckthesystempodcast@gmail.com with questions, comments, suggestions. We'd love to hear from you. Our email address again is buckthesystempodcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time on Buck the System.